I have seen a lot of people ask how to use the sand filter on the Sam's Club Viral 18 by 48 pool. And honestly guys, I've never had a sand filter before. This is my first pool with a sand filter and I'm sort of still figuring it out myself, but here's what I've learned. You guys remember this pool fountain, how we didn't have a ton of power? Yeah, now we do. This is only halfway closed, by the way, so it's still blowing at the very bottom and at the top, and it's blowing more than halfway across my pool. So it's safe to say we have more than enough power on the sand filter. I have been in Nashville for the past week, so my pool has definitely been neglected a little bit. My filter actually was shut off almost the whole time we were gone. The water did get a little bit dirty. My robot vacuum's going, but it's still not bad. We just have a little bit of cloudiness. We gotta raise up the chlorine level a little bit, and we have to lower that pH level, but honestly, it's really not that bad. Now here's some tips and tricks for the sand filter that made it go like this. So here is my sand filter. When you connect this together, it comes in two pieces, your motor, skimmer basket, and there is going to be this connector down here that just connects the two bottom pieces together. It is super simple to follow the instructions. There's also a video in the QR code on how to set this up. You're also gonna have B right there, and A right here. B is going to be your input and A is going to be your output. So connecting all of these tubes looks very, very intimidating, but I promise you guys, it is totally not. There is just two tubes for this, one for B and one for the other side of B, that connect to one tube that goes to the skimmer basket. The skimmer filtration basket is what's going to catch all of the debris, the dirt, the bugs, all the crap that goes into your pool. Then you've got this little tiny tube here, that's just going to connect your skimmer basket to your actual sand filter motor. This is gonna run all the nasty water through. Now you have a choice to put sand or filtration balls. We chose filtration balls. I just like them a little bit better. I think they clean a little bit better, but it's totally up to you. Now this is where you're gonna have your filter for the majority of the time. This little play button is just on, so it's just running the filter as normal. This little play button is essentially just going to run the filter as normal, and then you have rinse. This actually is going to be rinsing the filter out. So it's going to be rinsing all of these tubes and everything. You want to do this after you backwash, which I'll get into. This is a recirculating button, so it's going to recirculate your water in the opposite direction. Now under my lever here, we have the backwash. It's gonna look like this. It's like two arrows pointing that way. For backwash, part D is not gonna have any tubes on it. Okay, this is gonna be your backwash. So you're going to remove this cap, turn off your pump before changing any of your settings. That is a huge, huge, huge must. You have to do that. After you've turned your pump off, you're going to set this valve, turn it to backwash. When it's on backwash, all your water is going to start flooding out this way, so be mindful. After the water starts to run clear in this setting, then you're going to want to rinse your pump. Once again, more water is going to be coming out of here. Now when you are all done doing that, you want to put it right back to the play, and you're going to open your input line back up again, or your output line technically, the one that goes into the pool, A. Okay, another helpful tip with the whole sand filter, guys, is if you're going to be doing anything with the filtration system, the balls, the sand, you're going to be changing it out, cleaning out your tubing, you want to make sure that B and B, when you get your pool, you're going to have these little black pieces that clog the inside of those, so that water does not come out of these and into your pump, so that you don't have any water literally pouring everywhere. It took me way too many times of messing up before I realized that, so definitely watch that. Now the amount of maintenance I do on my sand filter is practically maybe very, 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 very little. Once a week we clear out the skimmer basket. Once every 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the pool, depending on how it all looks, we will change out the filtration balls or sand. We do the balls, but besides those two things, that's pretty much all we do to our filtration system. And considering my pool is pretty dang clear, a little cloudy considering my levels are a little bit low, not bad. And a lot of you guys were wondering what this line is around my pool. It has nothing to do with the pool or the filtration system. This is actually a solar light, so it just lights up the surrounding of the pool. Very, 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 very little. It's just going to make a little glowy halo around the pool. That's it. And honestly, I would link it, but I don't like it. And I'm going to take it down. I'm just lazy because it's a lot of zip ties to even have it up there. And it just keeps slipping off my pool. I don't like it. I just don't like it.